I'm not thinking about a year, I'm thinking about me now. Crazy! Hello. We are back with another training session today, and it's not really going to be that exciting of a training session, but I have some news. So I am technically, as of this week, well, at the start of this week, I was like 8 weeks out from my next competition, which is very exciting. And I'm very aware that the previous video that I uploaded was a week of workouts in the off season of Powerlifter. Well, we're not doing that anymore. We're on season now. I've got some triples at RP8 on pause squats, so that's great. Very easy bench. Very easy bench, and some accessories. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get those accessories or record those accessories. I'm 8 weeks out. 8 weeks out, crazy. So the competition is Western Euros. It's in Finland, so should be fun. And I thought I would get some bits and bobs of this prep and show what it's like to prep for a powerlifting competition. Right now, I'm not really in the stages of doing anything exciting because I'm like 8 weeks out. For me, I can't push too hard too soon, because if I do, I just end up burning out pretty fast. So yeah, it's a gradual climb, a gradual increase. There's someone walking past my car. A gradual increase. So yeah, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna go walk over to the gym now. It kind of looks like it's gonna rain, which, it's the UK, baby. It always looks like it's gonna fucking rain. Anyway, okay, bye. One thing I forgot to say is I've been wearing A7 rigor mortis sleeves on my day one squat.
Rigor mortis.
And it's been feeling pretty good, not gonna lie. Except no one, I say no one told me, that's a fucking lie. Everyone told me. They are difficult to get off. I have one leg that's bigger than the other. And my God, I damn near brought out the scissors. And I do, I've got little scissors on my car keys. So I damn near got the scissors out, but thankfully my boyfriend was training with me and he was like, Ayo, don't do that. That's low-key kind of stupid. Let me just rip it off your leg. And he did, with a lot of effort. It was a lot of effort. So we're not wearing the riggers today. We're not wearing the Mortise today. I'm wearing my SBD sleeves, just my powerlifting sleeves, which are now being, I am now calling them my soft sleeves, because they do feel soft. They do feel soft in comparison to the riggers. And I know the riggers will probably be banned in like a year's time, but I'm not thinking about a year. I'm thinking about me now. I'm thinking about what's going to benefit me now. Anyway, time to go train. Okay, session is done. Bit annoyed I couldn't film any of my lat pull downs or even like my single leg press, but then again, like, they're not very exciting anyway. Session done and dusted. Those squats were not bad. I've got a bit of a skew-if pelvis right now, because I've got one quad that's stronger and bigger and one glute on the other side that's stronger and bigger. So as you can imagine, isn't necessarily the best for squatting or feeling balanced when squatting. Same with deads, to be honest. Like, I think I feel it a little bit more with deadlifts. Like, I can feel a bit of the, like, a strength difference between each leg. But if I'm being honest, there's nothing I can do about it right now. All I can do is, like, continuously work towards getting a slightly bigger quad, a slightly bigger glute on the relevant sides, to be honest, and stay pain-free. I can see it on my squats. I can definitely see it when when I film like dead on from the back, which is not the most fun angle to film from, because why the fuck would I film dead on from the back? Well, I can see what my pelvis is doing, like, especially on the way down and on the way up. Like, in the hole, it seems to look okay, but it's just like pressing, like pushing with that left leg. I'm like struggling to really feel that left leg, but hey ho, it is what it is. Kind of have to just roll the punches. Like, I'm not feeling any pain, as I said before. Like, the fact that I'm not feeling pain is great, and I very rarely feel a bunch of pain anyway when lifting or just in general. Like, I'm quite lucky in that sense that I have had a pretty smooth road for the years that I've been lifting. Like, I haven't had anything debilitating. It's one of those things where it's like, you know what, it's something that I have to work towards now. It's something that I have to work on and be mindful of, as opposed to, oh my god, scrap everything. That's pretty much it. That was my session. Currently driving home, and we'll be having my post-workout, which will be, I think, some leftover pasta that I made yesterday with some chicken and some vegetables. I really wanted to pop to Morrison's and get like a sugar-free drinky, because I'm I don't like saying, oh, I'm dieting, but I low-key kind of am dieting into the 63s. I'm currently sitting at about, I think this morning I was like 65.7. I think it was this morning, or was that yesterday? I think it was this morning. I was 65.7. So, like, I'm not far off, to be fair. I'd quite happily sit here for a little bit longer. But I have to fly to Finland. If it was a competition in the UK, I'd probably just be like, yeah, I can sit here a little bit longer, but I'd prefer to be consistently within the 64s. For me, what helps me adhere, because it's not always about like, oh, just eat fucking mean like fish in a rice cake, right? What helps me adhere is actually keeping in some of those little like sweet treats and little things that I like to eat and meals that I like to eat. You don't need to be suffering to make weight, you know, and if you are, you've probably done something wrong along the way, or just got up a weight class. It's not that deep. Back in my heyday, when I was a junior, wow, and I competed at Worlds, I didn't know what the fuck was going on, so I was like, you know what, I'm just happy to be here. Is there someone coming? Okay. When I was a junior, I had no idea, didn't know what an arse was from an elbow. Not in terms of training. I had a very, very good grasp of what I was doing with my training and what I was doing with just getting stronger and prepping into competition. I think it was more just the actual competition itself. The scale was massive in comparison to what I'd ever done. Turn my car off and then carry on talking to you. Because I was relatively like wet behind the ears, and I was like new to the whole thing. I didn't really know what I was like walking into, and social media around then was still big, don't get me wrong, but the scene was not as big as it was now. So people weren't like, there were maybe 5 or 6 athletes in all, like, that all went to Worlds, because the Open was with the juniors that year. It was one of, not to toot my own horn, but it was one of the best years for powerlifting. Like, that was the year on from that, everything just boomed, right? But there were maybe only about 5 or 6 people who really showcased their journey to Worlds, and like athletes at Worlds. So the sport wasn't as big, and now it's massive. And yeah, I love watching people prep. I love watching people get ready for competitions. I just think the only parts of it that I don't like is how it can be so intense and so extreme. Sometimes individuals are like really quite toxic with their perspectives and their views of like prep, and they're just so extreme and so mentally negative, and it really doesn't have to be that. Like, look, realistically, I do this because I love it. Lots of people lift because they love it. So why are you going to create like a really negative headspace for yourself? Because then every time you lift, you're just in a negative headspace. Like, let's not do that. Let's make it fun, right? Or at least for me, I prefer to have more of like a positive mental attitude, or like a positive perspective going into my sessions. And I don't mean like just faking nice. Like, sometimes I'm not in the mood for it. Sometimes I really don't want to fucking train. And sometimes it's really difficult to hold a positive perspective. But I go to the gym because I enjoy it. I train because I enjoy it. I compete because I enjoy it. I like the relentless pursuit of always trying to lift more and do better and just finesse things, tweak things. Yeah, like both my sisters are bodybuilders as well, and that's the same thing that they do, but in those aspects as well. And I haven't really come across other sports that's like powerlifting or has the same feel as powerlifting. Maybe weightlifting is close to that, but nothing's really come close to the same sort of feeling as powerlifting. So yeah, no, I'm excited to do this competition. I'm excited to do a Western Euros. But yeah, basically that's my session. That's my sessionino, just the one, and not too many accessories. That's it. I might show another session at some point. I don't know when, because I've actually got quite a busy couple of weeks. And before I know it, I'll be like 3 weeks out. But yeah, anyway, I will try. That's my session. Bye!